Straight, guys. The fuck? Yeah, so look, let's talk about some things. First off, before we actually get into the meat and potatoes, I want to talk about and get your POV on the police department of Caledonia. I know I'm mispronouncing it. They seemingly threw some paraphernalia in the back seat of this kid's car, and he was recording it, and they didn't know that they was being recorded. It's been going crazy on social media. A lot of backlash, a lot of police being filmed and caught on tape. And homie was like, "I'm recording you." He was like, "Well, I'm recording you," and it was a little melee. And homie jumped up on social media and gave his POV, but I want to get it from the Giants. Did y'all see this? Did y'all see police throw the paraphernalia, what seemed like paraphernalia, in the back of homie's car when he was being stopped and pulled over?
I saw that shit.
What was your energy on that, Queen? Go ahead.
Raven.
Oh, me? So I seen that, but so my thing, all right, when I first seen the first video that the guy posted, I was like, yo, these cops, they're asking for trouble. But then the police department released the body cam of the whole entire footage. And that's the thing about when we see things on Instagram or on the internet, we only get a piece, a snippet of whatever it is that they want us to see. We never get the full view and the full range. So I'm really like on the edge about how I feel about this, because his video looks like the cop threw something in there. But when you see the bigger range of the video, he says that he got it off of somebody, but also I didn't see nobody take anything off of him. So it's like, what really happened?
Right.
Like, we're never gonna get the full story because both videos are siding with each person that posted it. So it's like, we just we clueless.
Right. Shells, tap in with me.
I just feel like it's true. There's always three sides to a story between the two people and the truth. But regardless of anything, we evidently saw what the hell happened. Whether if he tried to claim that he got it from somebody or whether the officer tried to plant it in his car, what we evidently see is him throwing it and then pretending that he's going into his car and picking it up, which is some fuck shit. And I feel like they would do that to any black person because they're always targets. So that shit pissed me off.
But Shelly, you have to see the other video that the police department they released of the actual body cam footage. And the footage when he had the guy outside of the car and they were searching him, and supposedly, I'm not saying that he did, but supposedly the cop found it on him, and it was just an empty baggie. It wasn't even, and the cop said it, he was like, "It's an empty baggie. I found it on your back in here because I don't feel like holding it. There's nothing even in it."
Yeah, but like they saying on Instagram right now, Lex said, "Business as usual, unfortunately," shaking my head. India_Queen Wild said, "This has been going on since the beginning of time. They're just more blunt with it." Listen, like, it's just a lot, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, just when you thought, Bush, not Bush, I'm Asian myself, right? Trump was out of office, and they'll be more so discreet with their or more so covert with their racism. They just be on Broadway, and he like Raven said, each point of view, whoever posted their content is taking a side of that person's perspective. You know what I mean? And it's sad. It's crazy. And what are you gonna do, right? It's just a lot, you know what I mean? To see, I'm happy homie didn't go through anything. He said that he's looking to take civil action. He said that because to Raven's point, I seen more footage come out with them, posting with him posting things in the police department with their ways of saying whatever they had to say in their press release. TJ, you off?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not the climate to be making little mistakes like that. Because usually when they pull something off of you, they just put it on the hood of a squad car. So I mean, for him to walk all the way over there and put it in the back seat, I mean, it probably was innocent, but I mean,
And then the caveat to it too, TJ, was that they were saying that homie was saying he needed reasonable cause to search his car, and him throwing that thing, that baggie back there, made it look like that was the reasonable cause. You know what I'm saying? So
oh yeah, sometimes yeah they do plant shit and say, oh, we found this in your car. I mean, yeah, I mean, shit. Point of views be different. I mean, misinterpretations, misunderstandings always
Right.
go wrong and shit. So I mean, we don't know who to believe. So shit, I just stay out of it.
look, we have a lot to get to for roll call. Prayers are with homie and his family. You know what I mean? And every other black man that's out here, every other black woman that's out here. You know what I mean? Navigating through the plight of their skin complexion. Look, JLo and Ben Affleck. I mean, if you guys listen, I got things to talk about. If you guys want to yay and nay it and vote it out of here, we could get past it. I just want to bring it up and see if you guys want to talk about it. JLo and Ben Affleck, how did they get back together? Giants, what are y'all thoughts on this situation?
Could I go first?
Yeah, go in.
Shout out to
I
Les.
want to say this is a prime example of how annoying Leo women can be because nobody asked for this. Nobody asked for any of this. She could have went alone away to Dubai, found a prince somewhere, did whatever, kept that under wraps. Nobody asked for her to flaunt going back to her ex after leaving her man because he didn't want to follow whatever strict guidelines she had, or like tracking his phone, and he can't travel X amount of days. No, she's doing a lot. She's doing more than the most.
Okay.
And I don't know how people could do more than that, but she's doing more than the most, and it's annoying. So that's coming from a Cancer.
That's coming from a Cancer.
Okay. Well, let me take the opportunity to take like one or two baby steps away from the toxicity and say congratulations to the Queen Issa Rae on her wedding. And I mean,
Yeah.
that's all I needed to say.
Yeah. I'm here for it. Yo, I like the way that rollout looked too. That rollout looked good, right? When she posted, she was like, "Is this an impromptu photo shoot? Is this B? Is it I'm taking a photo with somebody's husband? Is it C? My girls met me here to help me out with the photo shoot or something to that extent, or ended up wearing the same. I like the rollout. It looked good. Shout out to Issa Rae.
Hey, black love out here.
Yeah. She looked good. Shelly, you gotta tell me how you did that high tech thing too, offline with that. We're having your flag in your profile on Clubhouse. That's real cute. I see you though.
I can't with you.
Trey 11218 said Issa did that. I love her post. Yeah. Tap in, Gigi. Let's get it from Les. I see Les just tapped in. We got Sade here too. We got a lot of Giants here that we're gonna wait for their commentary. I'm sure when it gets spicy enough, they're gonna have something to say. Tap in with me. Listen, as it pertains to JLo, my question becomes: do you guys think that she was maintaining communication with Ben Affleck while she was married to, engaged to A-Rod?
Honestly, I don't think she was. I think
What? Drake?
Drake.
How you
No.
know?
I don't think she was.
I was the first one to say that I'm the first one to say that JLo's been in contact with with Ben Affleck while she was engaged to A-Rod. Big Soulja said it. The fuck? I'm just saying, listen, it just, like, so you gonna tell me that they wasn't in contact? Like, this is why I be saying, like, if you're, no, what are you still friends with your ex and you in this whole relationship for? Fuck is you doing? Listen, this is a prime example of that. She had to be, and I'm here for JLo. She look amazing to be her age, but there's some fuck girl behavior going on her side. And I feel like, respectfully, JLo can't keep a man. She can get a man, but she can't keep one, respectfully.
Who says that she wants to be kept by a man?
She got married to, my bad, go ahead, Queen.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You said who said, go ahead.
But who's to say that she is the one who's not doing the keeping?
I mean, the reason why I say that, Sha, is because I feel like if you get married, you're trying to be kept. If you get engaged, you have the intentions on trying to be kept. If it's just boyfriend, girlfriend, then I would understand your narrative, the narrative you're painting, right? That's why I say that.
Fair enough.
JLo might be the one doing all the dumping and stuff. If these niggas ain't reaching her expectations or something, because she done ran through a lot of guys, and I don't think, I don't know, man.
Wait, TJ, Room, Giant, India, I have a question. Is JLo the Kruger version to what Lori Harvey is?
I'm done.
I'm just saying.
No,
I don't think
nah,
so.
because A-Rod was up there.
But let me show you the parallels, Eric. The parallels is Lori don't be trying to be kept neither, respectfully. And she be doing her thing, keeping it quiet, keeping it cute. She don't be talking too much about her relationship, so does JLo. But the only difference is JLo being a bit mature, she is engaged. Just mute your mic. Because we picking that up, Eric.
Sorry.
It's okay. JLo, she gets engaged. JLo gets married. JLo gets invited places.
Yeah, so you just said it. No, they cannot be compared. JLo is known for her Selenas, some movies, maybe a few songs or two. Lori is known for, I'll wait.
Her daddy.
I'm here for the smoke. I'm here for it.
With her daddy's mustache. That's crazy.
Say it again. One more time.
I said, and got her new man with her daddy mustache. That's crazy.
Shout out to my nigga Michael B. The ladies going crazy over Michael B. Jordan, man. Shout out to him, man. You know, shout out to him for not letting these other men, these fuck boy of men that Lori somehow seemingly ends up with, taint Lori from being with her. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? Because it's very easy to let people's reputation taint them so that you don't be with them. You know what I mean? So shout out to Lori Harvey. I like the way she out here moving. Let me round of applause for that. Cause she moving correct. I like her actions. I like the way Lori moving. Look, we got some things to discuss. The baby.
I'm so mad.
The baby brings out Tory Lanez at Rolling Loud. And respectfully, there's a few different things going on with that. There's the controversial statement that he made. There's also the shoe being thrown at him. Tap in from whichever way y'all want to do this from.
From me, it was the comment that he fucking said. Like, let's be honest. You have a variety of people that listen to your music, and you have the audacity to say some shit like that and think that is cute. Okay. Granted, everybody has their own opinion, but he should know better than to know that there are people within the LGBTQ community that listen to his music and listen heavy. So the fact that you would sit there and even disrespect people like that, you gotta be out your fucking mind.
Okay. I mean, shout out to Ferrari Jones. I see you on Instagram, Queen. I see you. Shout out to Chad. Chad Scott here. I see you. Shout out to Janelle. I see you, Queen. Chris Robinson 20. I see you. Y'all want to go or y'all want me to go? Because I got some stuff to say that would give Shelly some pushback.
Can I offer an opinion?
Sure,
I
go
want
for it,
to-
King.
I feel like nothing is going to happen to the baby because too many women find him sexually attractive. And women are the biggest consumers of music, period. So as long as enough women find him attractive to support his career, he's not going anywhere.
That's
That's
a
why
point.
nothing happened when he got shot. I mean, when he shot homie in the Walmart and got off, nothing happened. That's why nothing happened when he did the song with Tory after Tory
The Megan
situation with Meg. Nothing happened. Right, nothing happened. He just kept selling music.
Look, they said on Instagram he's
Never
not
happened.
attractive.
Oh, now he's not. Now he's not because he said something about the LGBT community. But I'm sure there's still enough women that find him sexually attractive to support his career.
All right, so here's I'm gonna give a little bit of a different POV on here. My energy is this, right? He said, shout out to the people that if you don't, I'm paraphrasing, so don't, but it went something along these lines. He said, shout out to the people that don't have HIV or AIDS or something to that effect, or don't have an STD. Shout out to the niggas. Shout out to the women, to that, something to that effect. And then he said, on the latter part to it, he said, shout out to the niggas that's not getting their dick sucked in the parking lot, or whatever he said, something to that effect. I didn't personally hear anything that would go along the lines of him saying something insensitive to the LGBTQ plus community. I didn't hear that. You know, that's not what I heard. And if I'm going off of the clips that circulate in social media, that's all I'm going off of. I don't know if there was more that was said. So respectfully, you know, if there was more that was said and I didn't hear it, well, you know, grant me amnesty and beg my pardon. But I'm just saying, from what I heard, I didn't hear anything with him saying any type of slur, saying the LGBTQ plus community, F y'all, or anything like that. But correct me if I'm wrong, Giants. I'm here to learn.
Shit, I don't know, man.
I don't know. For me, it wasn't even about like whether if he was going to be put on the chopping block or if people were going to try to cancel him. It was this whole comment that freaking T.I. made following up that situation when he tried to say, oh, well, Lil Nas X can speak whatever the hell he wants, so the baby should be able to speak whatever he wants. But yes, of course, freedom of speech, yes, you're able to say whatever you want, but those are two different scenarios. Freaking Lil Nas X was coming out because that's who he is. He's finally speaking his truth. That is not the baby's truth. He wanted to sit there and bash people knowing you know how freaking embarrassing that is. And you're hurting someone's feelings being fucking insensitive. And it's just like, you're not thinking. It's not even about him being canceled. It's him being inconsiderate of the people that are in the vicinity.
Okay, and I can receive that, Shells, right? But before we even get to the tea outside, we gotta address the comments that was said by way of the baby first, right? And forget whatever T.I. said. I'm listening to what the baby said, and if I'm listening accurately, he didn't say anything that, and I wish I had somebody from the LGBT community up here so that they could give me more insight on what exactly was it that they took offense to what the baby said. I don't think he said anything that was controversial or discriminatory, however you say it, towards that community. I didn't hear that. You know what I mean? So I don't think just mute. Thank you, King. I don't think that he said not one thing in regards to disrespecting, insulting, taking a shot, stab, you know, throwing them some mild shade. He said nothing. He said niggas that's giving head. And all right, shout out to the niggas that's giving head in the lobby. Whatever. I mean, not in the lobby, in the parking lot. Where's the offense at?
I think the offense is because I understand what you're saying because I kind of felt the same way too. I think he was more saying like, "Oh, shout out to the people that's not being sexually irresponsible." I think was his overall arching point and what he was trying to address.
I reiterate, where's the insult towards the community at? And
No,
Johnny,
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
if you on Instagram, tap in. Let me know.
If
I feel
people
like
just minded their business, the
ahead.
world would be a better place.
But no, Sade, I'm not gonna let you off the hook with that. Elaborate, because I'm agreeing with you. I want to make sure we're on the same page, though. If people mind their business,
I just don't understand what his aim was to do that at this type of event. Like, did that help you sleep better at night? Because I don't get it.
all right. So it sounds to me, just to make sure I'm correct and I'm rolling with you, Sha. You felt like what he said wasn't appropriate in that situation, right? Because what did it do, right?
I mean, preach about, you know what I'm saying, like safe sex, but it just seems like you were taking shots at certain people and you don't know who's in that audience. You know what I'm saying? These people paid money to come and see you, and that was how you like did your introduction. Like, go eat shit, because these artists get on my nerves.
Wait up, did he say to the niggas giving head, or did he say sucking dick?
Both. It's the same
Both.
thing.
It's the same thing. It's just the fact that he went and he sat there. Yes, you understand that you have, gay fans and this, that, and the third. But the fact that you sit there and you be like, oh, even my gay fans don't have HIV and this, that, and the third. You don't do that shit. Because what if there was someone in the audience who actually did? That's disrespectful as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, look, I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn, especially on subject matters as it pertains to the LGBTQ plus community. I have a couple of friends that's from the LGBTQ plus community, and I fuck with them. So that's not ever my intent to disrespect or infringe any type of malicious words towards that, right? And they had enough placed on them. So I'm not gonna go back and forth with you guys. If they took offense to it, I guess that they perhaps had a reason to, because they felt. Go ahead.
My thing is I paid money to come listen to you perform your songs. I didn't fucking pay money for you to come and fucking talk about whose dick I'm sucking. Like, that's not your business. I paid to come see you perform your songs. If that is the platform that you are trying to tap into, do it in a different light. Like, I don't understand why he felt like that was okay. And the baby or not, like, that was just unnecessary.
Okay. Before we move on, right, Sha, I just have another question I want to ask you guys. Shout out to Ashley.Kings on Instagram. I see you, Queen. All right, so sometimes, right? Sometimes I have to catch myself because I'll see a situation or I hear a situation that's outside of my relationship, and I'll see something, right? And I'll see an example of something, and I'll be like, damn, XYZ people in relationships, whatever the case may be. And I think that sometimes people think on social media, I'm talking about my queen or my relationship, and it has nothing to do with one and the same. The parallel and what I'm trying to compare, contrast is maybe, and I'm gonna always give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he had experienced, could it be that perhaps he experienced something that had nothing to do with the LGBTQ plus community, and he felt like, niggas was sucking dick to get to wherever they at, or niggas, perhaps it was a parable that wasn't explained in length, and he said a portion of it, and people perceived it to be something other than what it actually was. Is that possible?
Again, that is their business. I paid to see you perform, not talk about who has HIV and who don't. Like, okay. If that's what you're gonna do, start doing that shit in a positive light. Like, again, you want to talk about safe sex? do that shit where it makes sense. Like, I don't understand why that was okay. Like, I
Yeah, I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I'm rolling. Again, if there was any offense to the LG, if they took offense to it, again, I'm not a black, I'm a black man, and you can't tell me what to take offense to. So that's why I'm putting it out there that way. You know what I mean? Before we move on, I want to read some of these comments on the gram. Chris Robinson, 20, said, wrong place, wrong time. I agree. Let me see. Chris Robinson also said, if you got STDs, I'm not fucking with you. Oh, if you got STDs, he's not fucking with you. Okay, all right, listen, we gonna move on. I just felt
grow up. Who ain't had an STD? Don't sit here and fucking act like you ain't had no STD.
I ain't ever have an STD.
What?
I don't give a fuck. At least that shit is curable. It's different if you have HIV. That's something you have to deal with for the rest of your life. People are so like petty, like childish.
I mean, I haven't ever personally had an STD though, Shada.
You may not have, but other people have. What makes that so petty? I don't understand why people think those types of things are petty or childish or what did he say? I don't fuck with you. Like, okay.
You know what it is?
What you eat don't make me shit.
It goes back to the point that I feel like he was trying to illustrate of sexual irresponsibility. And I feel like that has been associated with not only the HIV positive community, but also the LGBTQ community of being sexually irresponsible.
Eric, you probably missed our last podcast, and we went into this. I could be fucking somebody and use protection. That doesn't. What am I trying to say? I could be fucking somebody and use protection and the condom breaks. I wasn't being careless.
Yes.
The other person probably was.
Right.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean I'm being careless. Like, people, like, if people think like having STDs, granted, you old as hell to be 30 plus, whatever, still handing out STDs. But at the same time, if I'm using protection, that's not petty. Like, if the condom breaks, that's not petty. If I catch an STD, that's not petty.
Okay.
It's called adulting.
It's called adulting. You was having sex. You was being an adult. If you're an adult and you're having sex, it's called adulting. Listen, I'm not even gonna do it right now. I'm rolling. We got some more topics to talk about for roll call, so let's get through it. Try to keep our thoughts and opinions as close to mild and medium as possible. No, not mild. Keep it spicy, but as medium and spicy and quick. There you go, Raina. Young Miami. I saw something floating around on Twitter about an old tweet that she put up earlier this year. And she said something about, I'm going to get it from the ladies and gents for a reason. And I'll get back to that reason in a moment. She said, if you're in a relationship and you're spending your own money on majority of everything, then you should be single. So that made me think about other things. And I thought to say to you guys, well, Giants, what do you think on that? If you're in a relationship, she said, if you're a lady and you're in a relationship and you're spending majority of your money on things, then you should just be single. Tap in with me.
Are they married? Are you married to this person?
I'm guessing it's just a relationship, because she said if you're in a relationship, I don't know the let's just say you're not married, right?
Nobody's obligated to spend their money on you. Ugh, okay, I'm
boom. So I'm just gonna say a question. I want to ask a question just to go a little bit to understand a little bit. So, like, is she saying that you're spending your money on the both of you, or you're just spending your money, he's spending your money, you guys are kind of going 50-50 with everything?
Again, it's like that. It's like the baby. What I just said about the baby. I don't know all of the way that she meant it, because she didn't give any more on the back end of that. I'm just talking about that particular tweet. She pretty much saying that if you're a woman and you're in a relationship and you're spending your money on majority of the things, whatever those things look like, then you should be single.
I agree with her at some point. In some sense, I do agree with her.
Yeah, it sounds like not exactly like I mean, I wouldn't say all of her bills, but I mean, if a dude is in a relationship with a woman, yeah, he can give her some money to go get her nails done, hair done, shit like that. But I mean, if she paying for that shit herself, she's probably saying there's no use for me having you around if I'm still doing all of this shit by myself and all you want to do is come around and
He
Be
got
a
to be contributing
homosexual.
something more than, he has to be. He has to be contributing a lot in other types of areas. Because I'm not gonna lie, you guys know, like, I'm kind of going through that right now. Like, me and Dennis is like 50-50 everything. Like, we don't, like, vacations we go on. Like, I pay half, he pays half. Like, we don't live together, so he pays his bills, I pay my bills. Once in a blue moon, he might throw me $40 to go get my nails done. And I'm like, all right, I still got to contribute to that. But, it is 50-50 on
Shit, if you
everything.
spending $40 to get your nails done, I need your nail tech. The fuck?
No.
Hey, where you at? $40.
It's definitely not $40.
no, that's just
We know damn right it's not 40.
But you
yeah,
know
that's
what
just
though?
what
Like,
he put in for.
But as we're like going for at first it was cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was cool, that was all fine and dandy. We're getting to know each other. I'm very independent. I don't need nobody to do shit for me. But now that we're 4 years in, this is a partnership. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing to help take the load off of me? Because financially, you are more stable than I am financially. Right? So if I'm going through a financial crisis or anything like that, and I can't go to my man and I'm still dishing out money for shit, I might as well be single.
Got it. Well, so here's the reason why I asked that question, right? Because last week on the pod, I said Chad Ochocinco had put out a tweet, and he said, fellas, if your lady is asking you to pay for everything, then she doesn't love you. So it was very interesting to me to get to hear that side to it, because the ladies are saying, hey, if you got to spend the majority of your money on things, then you should be single. And Chad said, what Chad said? Chad said, fellas, if your lady is letting you pay for everything, then respectfully so, she don't love you. So I wanted to hear the POV from you guys because the men is taking one side, she's taking another side. I wanted to get it from you guys, hence the reason why I asked that question. Let me read some of these comments on Instagram. Janelle said, I wonder how the world would be if men had this mindset. She said, most women are broke. Most of these women are broke. There's a few other comments. She also said, so only the LGBTQ plus people have A's or get their dicks up, respectfully.
Wait, so okay, never mind.
Go ahead. I see Jazz, I see Latoya Joyner 77 on the gram. You guys pull up too. Y'all want to be brought up on the gram, I'll bring y'all up. I hear you was going to say something, Sha?
My thing is if I'm in a relationship with someone, it doesn't matter if we just have a title of being together or we're married. I feel like I'm gonna have to always keep a mindset that if this man leaves me today, I still have shit that I have to do. If you leave, you just up and randomly leave, and I'm expecting you to do something for me, then you're basically like they're enabling you. I'll never let a man enable me to where I can't do the shit that I need to do on my own if you left me tomorrow.
Okay. Look, we got Jazz.Lynn on the gram. Tap in with me one time, Queen.
Hey.
What's happening with you? Listen, we talking about listen, man, we talking about Young and May put out a tweet. Young Miami, I'm saying Young and May. Young and May. Yeah, Young Ma, right? Young Miami put out a tweet, and she said, if you're in a relationship and you're spending most of your money on things, then you should be single. What's your energy on that, Queen?
I mean, I don't know. I get what she's trying to say, because it's like, if you pay for everything yourself, then what is it there for? But I definitely still feel like you should have your own bag regardless, so that nobody can sit there and say you need them to buy everything. So I get what you're saying.
I get that. I get that. I get that.
It's not about depending on someone either. Like, you got to make sure you can do for yourself before expecting someone to take
That's a
on
fact.
your bills and your responsibilities, because you're grown.
Right.
And Young Miami got money, so it's not like she
And
hard up.
I guess she probably talk about certain men. She's not talking about men
All
who
men.
can't do for themselves. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
for all men. It's for, I guess, if you know you rich and you buying most of the stuff yourself, it's like you need to maybe get somebody else. But if he got it, I guess that's just the first.
Shout out to Strictly_Focus.
Wait, y'all was talking about the baby too?
Yeah, we was talking about the baby. You got commentary on that?
Yeah, okay. So I feel like when he broke it down, he said he wasn't talking about his fans because whatever. I kind of feel like they might have dragged it just a little bit. I mean, maybe because I don't have anything, and then I'm not, I guess gay, which why I probably didn't take offense. But I don't think he was trying to like disrespect the community as a whole. I think maybe he was just talking shit like people do when they get on stage. They just get in that performance mood, and he was just performing. And none of his fans, his real fans, took offense. The ones that was especially in the building, they just put their lights up whether or not they had it. So I don't feel like everybody should be in such an uproar. Like, if he wasn't talking to you, he not talking to you. If it applies to you, I see why you would feel away. But if it don't, it shouldn't.
I kind of took that approach as well, Jazz, and I felt like, to me, I didn't hear the offense, but as the Giants were speaking, I kind of started to empathize a bit and understand that, they listen. The community is I can't tell you how to feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
No one can tell anyone how to feel. So if they took offense to it, okay, but sometimes, respectfully, I feel like the reach be there. You know what I mean? Like they'll, that's how I feel. But listen, you can make some of the people happy some of the time, but you can't make all of the people happy all of the time.
You can't make them happy none of the time because it is what it is. People gonna feel offense to anything. People are, they aren't. Like, so it's just like, who cares? I feel like next they're gonna try to cancel him. Cancel culture is a joke. He's not going nowhere. It's just like, just let people do what they do.
All right, so listen, I have another topic, right? Before we conclude this roll call, because it's so much going on out here. It's like we gotta give it respective time. I want to jump into the bag of Ari, right? Ari, this is a perfect segue because what's going on with Ari is Ari was filmed and caught on camera dancing provocative with one of her male friends. You know what I'm saying? And there's a video circulating in with her dancing with one of her male friends. So I wanted to get how you guys felt about it, because respectfully, I kind of felt like, let me just also point out this caveat that he was gay. You know what I mean? So she was dancing crazy on her male gay friend, and people is outside going crazy saying, yo, you disrespecting your man, oh, she doing too much, so forth and so on. You know what I mean? Even Moneybagg Yo chimed in on that, but I'll get to that part in a moment.
Took that.
You know
they
what I
took
mean?
that out of context.
So my question to you guys is, to ladies and gentlemen, right? You guys reverse it. How would you feel if your significant other, I'm a guy, so I got to put it this way, ladies, you reverse it. If your woman went out with her gay friends and was dancing provocative on them like that, and he's gay.
I don't know. His boyfriend was right there, and he didn't look at him crazy. He didn't tap him or nothing because they all friends, and that's what she be doing. She dances on arrogant Tay like that, her best friend. She dances on women like that too, and women grab her at. They be doing the most. So is it appropriate if she dances with women and they doing the same thing, or is it just y'all just hate her? I don't know. And if her man says something, He don't care. I don't see why social media once again needs to feel away. It don't have shit to do with y'all. Y'all going to sleep tonight. Y'all gonna sleep great with y'all significant other. Who cares what the next one is doing when her man don't care?
So Jazz, let me ask you this, right? Would you be okay with your man if he went out with his gay homegirls and his homegirl was throwing her ass on him and he was like backing it up, hand on it, like doing
Of course,
crazy?
I would care, but that's my relationship.
But that's what I'm asking, right? How would you feel?
I definitely would feel some type of way if he's doing too much, but I would talk to him when we got home, like, you know.
Okay.
Chill out.
Okay. Let me get it from Clubhouse. Tap in with me, Giants.
I feel like they just took that shit out of proportion. Like, I understand because people will look at it one way, like, what if he was straight? But at the same time, like, we have, like, us women, we joke around a lot. And even though people wouldn't consider that joking, like, she was having fun with her friend, she even said it, like, you know, my man doesn't have a problem, I wouldn't disrespect him, but this is one of my friends. I do this on him, I do this on my girls. Shit, I do the same thing when I go out with my friends. Freaking, I'll dance up on my freaking girlfriends and shit because I'm having fun.
No, but we're not talking about your girlfriend. We're talking about the opposite
I understand
sex.
that. What I'm saying, regardless to anything, I have gay male friends. I do the same thing.
So
we're just having fun.
So Shelly, would you be okay with if your man was dancing with his homegirl, she's gay, and he was feeling on her ass, she was throwing it back on him? Would you be okay with that?
There's boundaries regardless to anything, but at the same time, he's enjoying himself. He's having fun. At the end of the day, he's coming home to me.
Okay, I'll reiterate the question.
I got something to say.
Shelly, I'll reiterate the question. Would you be okay with it?
I'm fine with it.
Okay, an answer. Thank you.
Oh, no. Hell no. Let me tell you something, because men have double standards too, and this is the thing that women can have a fucking double standard about. A gay man is totally different than a gay female or a lesbian female. Okay, and I'm not saying it's right, but societally unacceptable. Okay, because obviously this man is not interested in women, right? You know he's gay. I know he's gay. The whole world knows he's gay. He's not interested in women. And us women, when we have our gay friends, they are our girlfriends. We look at them as a woman, like as one of our bitches, like, or excuse my language, one of our friends, one of our girlfriends. That's how we view it. So, and this is totally double standard, and men have double standards all the time. So I am so proud to be able to say that us women have a freaking double standard that we can own as our own, because most of the time, the girls that like the girls, and I'm not saying all the time, but some of the time when they get drunk, it's a possibility they have a threesome. You know, they might do a little bit of things. So that's a little bit of questionable right there. If that girl, I'm not, no. Now if she was a stud and like was about to be a nigga, and you was, go ahead if you want to grab that nigga's ass, then go ahead.
Ain't nobody dancing with no studs out here.
So listen.
I can't with you, PJ.
Listen, I hear a lot of women chiming in on it, right? Let me be the first male before I get it from the men. I see y'all panicking on the gram too. My thing is this, right? Gay or not, he's still a man. Like, women can go out and dance with women. Men aren't going out to dance with men. You know what I'm saying? So if a woman goes out and dance with her girls, excuse me, if a woman goes out and dance with her girls, cool. For a man, it would be understandable, right? She's dancing with her girls. But if he's gay or not, more often than not, and again, it has nothing to do, don't water it down with insecurity. Don't water it down with he's trying to control. Like, let me challenge y'all, let me challenge you guys' thinking pattern, right? Because as a man, all we see more often than not is he a nigga that's dancing with, as a heterosexual man. He's a man that's dancing with my woman. You know what I'm saying? And or my woman is dancing on another. Like, we don't see gay. We see he's a heterosexual man and she's dancing. She's dancing with a man, even if he's gay. That's all we see. And personally, to answer the question, I would not be okay with it whatsoever. And again, to each its own. I think to Jazz's point earlier, different strokes, different folks. If your relationship is cool with it, then cool, that's your relationship. If you're okay with it, then by all means. In relationships, I feel like everybody has these type of arguments or these type of situations that occur, and you gotta speak on how you feel, right? Like as a man, I totally would not be okay with my queen dancing crazy like that. You gonna have a long fucking day. And don't tell me because you was drunk, because too many people like to rest on the fact that they was intoxicated to justify their actions. I don't think that is cool whatsoever.
Hey, Broadway, I'm with you, big dog, because I've seen too many women get pregnant by gay men.
Hey, listen. Go ahead, Z. You got more to add to that, King?
Nah, that's I mean, I'm on the fence. You feel me? Because I kind of understand where women are. Simply because I got a homegirl. She's just like a nigga. I know, that she's a dude. She carry herself like that. But ultimately, I wouldn't allow her to dance on me regardless, one, because I'm married, and two, because even if she carries herself as a man, she's still a woman. You get what I'm saying? And I would feel like it's disrespectful to my wife. But, as you said earlier, go ahead, bro.
No, just to piggyback on top of that, Z, I just felt like, again, if you're okay with it, and also let me add this because Shelly says something. You have to be in a relationship to understand the plight of this point of view, of my point of view. If you're just dating, nobody can tell you or nobody should be able to say, hey, that makes me feel any sort of way. And because once you're in a relationship with somebody, your feelings becomes their responsibility. Hold the fuck on. Let me put some more beat on my shit. The fuck is you talking about? Your feelings becomes their responsibility. You know what I mean? As my feelings becomes her responsibility. You know what I mean? So if I feel some sort of way about something and you shrug it off like, oh, that's just my gay friend, then that tells me you don't care about my feelings. And you're operating outside the constraints of being responsible about my feelings. You know what I'm saying? So respectfully, I feel like do what you want. If you're not in a relationship, or if you are in a relationship and your significant other is okay with that, then rock out with your cock out. I mean, ba-dum boom, right? But or vice versa, ladies, that's my take on it. TJ,
bro, are we talking about gay men or bisexual men? Because bisexual men and gay men, two different things.
Hey, T. That nigga's a nigga, respectfully.
And let me say this, TJ, because it really don't matter if he's bisexual or gay. Yes, we understand like it's different, but there are plenty of examples of women who have gotten drunk, who've danced and went out with their gay homeboys or their gay friends who they see as their bitches or their homegirl. And guess what? They ended up sleeping with them and produced kids. I know like 10 of them I can name off rip, but I won't do that. So to say gay and bisexual is different, yeah, we understand that, but it doesn't mean that it don't happen or that it's not possible. Because at the end of the day, whatever your sexual preference is, that's what it is. But it still doesn't say that you cannot be sexually aroused by the opposite sex. Just because a dude identifies as gay, don't mean that, you get what I'm saying, if he's seen two bitches rubbing pussies, that his dick won't get hard. Period. He just might not be.
Well, actually, that means that he's not gay. He's bisexual, which is fine, but he's not gay.
How is he not gay if he hasn't slept with a female? If he likes men,
okay. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Kids, for example, kids get crushes. They know, oh, I like him. Do they know whether they're sexually attracted to that person or not? No, because they're fucking children. And hopefully they aren't even on that level. But my point is this, is if a man is sexually aroused by a woman or two women, then he's bisexual, which is valid and it's fine, but he's not gay.
Perception.
I'm not a gay man. I'm not a gay man. This is perhaps outside my jurisdiction, but I wonder, do gay men only get I wonder if gay men only get hard when dancing with a nigga. Do they also get hard if they dancing with a woman? Does it change their trajectory of being?
They do.
No,
They
that's different. That's not being
I don't know.
attracted. That's not being attracted though.
That's
they
being
definitely get hard
aroused.
because you're rubbing on his dick, no matter if you're a man or a woman. I mean, he might get a little hard. I've danced with multiple gay men, twerked on him and everything. Never felt anything. I don't know if they just had a little dick or they just wasn't aroused, but I never felt anything because they didn't look at me as an attraction. It's like I could dance with my female friends. I don't necessarily get wet, but I might dance with a nigga and might get a little wet down there. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know.
So my question would be to the analogy or to the point of Danny, right? Women who do not identify as bisexual, women who identify as heterosexual, how is it that a heterosexual woman who has never had a female-on-female encounter can be sexually aroused by two guys fucking each other, or by two women fucking each other? It happens. Not to say that it does not, right? We're so many times when we have our perceptions or when we have our point of views, we go based off of what we know or the people that we associate with. That's why I always tell people, just the consensus of your life or from your perspective is not the overall consensus of all people.
Okay.
It's not all.
And I definitely agree with that. But my thing is, growing up in the rainbow community, do you know how many men I have spoken to who are gay, bisexual, pansexual? Do you know I've had to tell some gay men, you are not really gay, you have an attraction to women, and they got mad at me? You do, and that's fine. You're valid. You're bisexual. You like what you fucking like.
And what was their response to that?
They didn't fucking like it. They're like, and I'm like, no, you do. Like, you just made out with her and then wanted to take her home with your boyfriend. Like, that's okay. If you like women too, that's okay. You don't have to worry about society telling you have to pick one or the fucking other. I'm the selfish bitch. I'm pansexual. I might want women today and men tomorrow. I don't fucking know.
Hey, listen.
But I have to fucking own that shit.
Like I said, might be outside my jurisdiction, so, but this is... Let's get into some topics, man. Let's do what we can. Y'all know the vibe. Live on Broadway Podcast. Make sure y'all get in tune and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And also get into my gram while you there. I am _Broadway and Live on Broadway Podcast.